All right, we got the party already started here at the 2015 Massachusetts Independent Film Festival. I'm your host, Christine Hunt. We have actress Nicole Marie. I'll get that right this time. Marie, actress of The Mayor of Rock and Roll that was filmed all in Boston. So how was your experience on this film?
It was amazing. It was my first full-length film, so doing a full-length film is a little bit like being on tour. So you get to get really close to the cast and the crew, and we spent months and months working on it. It's a great experience, and it was kind of. I've done short films, I've done theater, I've done comedy, and this is the first time I've had the chance to do like a full-length dramatic comedic film, and I wish I could do it every day. I wish I could never stop. I just loved it. It was amazing.
That's great. So in your interpretation, can you tell our audience what this film is about?
Well, it's a lot about the Boston music scene, but basically any independent music scene where everyone's trying to do something that matters, and everyone's trying to get heard. And, it's a lot about the interpersonal relationships that you struggle with throughout that climb, and, everyone trying to find their place, because at some point you have to say, like, what's my goal? Because maybe not everybody can be the top rung, heard across the world, and it's about trying to find your voice whether or not you end up there. And there's a lot of, bands are like families, and there are often romantic relationships involved, and lines get blurred, especially when, people who are attracted to each other are making music together. So
definitely,
it's about all those different weird lines and weird boundaries that you have to dance around as you make your way through this scene or whatever scene you're in.
Yeah. Well, I think, definitely, making any kind of film, I'm sure you experience all those dynamics that go into filmmaking for this type of story, especially.
This is my first full-length film, but everything that I've ever done has been sort of in the same vein of like what this film is about. Like every creative person that I've worked with, like you get so close to these people that sometimes you have to like figure out where the boundaries are, and when it's time to give up and go in a different direction, or when it's time to say like, all right, this is good enough. It's hard to draw those lines.
Yeah. And so have you been to the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival before?
This is my first time.
And how's your experience been?
It's fantastic. I mean, I love the Brattle. It's such a dream come true for me to be in a film, to be in a full-length film, and to have this many people care that I did it,
Absolutely.
I've been dreaming about it since I was a child.
Well, here you are, and I'm sure you're very proud.
I'm very excited.
And so how was it working with your director? And can you tell me the name of the director as well?
The director, Mark Finney. And Mark Finney and I have known each other for a really long time. We've worked in bars together, and we go to the same coffee shops. Boston's really small, and so people who care about music and care about art in all of its forms, we tend to run into each other, and just working together, Mark and I have gotten close, and we joke and we have a great time. And he was such an inspiration. Just, there's great writing on Brendan's side, the writer of the film, and then in a moment, something that you think might not be working, and then Mark will just have the perfect antidote to that. He'll just say, why don't you guys just shut up and do this? Like, just try this, and then we'll just go in a direction we didn't expect to go, and that's a lot of how the movie came together. It was a perfect balance between Brendan's writing and Brendan's acting and Mark's uncanny ability to just pull things out of actors, and that's why he's been so successful.
Well, it sounds like you've had a wonderful experience throughout, so I hope you celebrate even more tonight, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Christine.